money, money. How y'all doing today? Everybody, how are you all today? Let me do this like this. Everybody, I didn't have a chance to film and record True Spook, so I'm going to give it to you live. Yeah. Oh man, I hate doing them live, but I'm gonna get into it to you live. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better, y'all. They still ain't monetized my shit. I'm trying to set it up so I can block out who I need to block out, because this thing gets serious. I don't know how it works, so I'm trying. Oh well. One monkey ain't gonna stop no show. So I tried to put the little background noise in the background and shit, man, but it ain't coming out like I want it at the studio, here in the studio and stuff. All right, everybody. So I'm gonna try not to get distracted by the comments as I tell y'all the story. So I'm finna see, can I turn the comments off? Y'all give me 1 second, then I'll turn them back on. Mute microphone, save highlight, shares. Damn, YouTube got some shit going on. Let's see, what can I do with the comments? No, I can't take the comments off. So I'm gonna try not to I'm gonna ask you guys if you can't ask questions during until the story over. That'll help me stay focused, because I'll be looking at the comments and then I jump to y'all questions. So let me get an okay if y'all understand what I'm saying. Only thing I want you to do, since I'm doing live, I want you guys not to say anything, not to ask any questions, because once my eyes see that pop up, I'm gonna lose the story, because these are real stories that coming from memory, and the way the brain works, you just gotta react. So with that being said, let's try to get this thing going. Okay. So if I look off or close my eyes, just know I'm recalling detail. All right. This story gonna take place. I'm yawning. I gotta yawn. I was tired. I didn't want to do it, but I just said I got to. So this story gonna take place in the Ivory Lane project, the Poking Bean. This is right up the road from Lake Man Garden, just a little bit in between Old Wintergarden Road and Columbia Street. That whole strip. This is that whole strip, Ivory Lane Road, right up in there. You had a Poking Bean, where you have Magic Fry, Poking Bean. You had a little corner store in the Washer. Going down, you have the bar, Melody Bar, right there. Going down further, you have the entrance to Little Egypt, New Malibu, Late Man Garden, boom, Raleigh, Big B Store, Raleigh. So now there was this chick that lived there. Her name was either Renee or Lene, but I want to say it was kind of like, yeah, Renee or Lene, one of the two. I can't call offhand, but it's a name, and I'm dropping the bitch name because we know who she is. So she as she was growing up, we was all in the same age range, y'all. So she had some real big motherfucking jugs to be a little girl. Growing up my age, we was all the same age. So she didn't have like no real big body, but her titties was extremely huge for her size, right? So, growing up, young chick, college, middle school, Jones High, we used to flirt with the bitch, and we used to be like, hey man, one day we gonna screw the shit out of this chick, when she find us attractive, when the dudes grow into their features. So me personally, tight, I was on her because she lived in the first cluster three houses down, right next to Mr. Denmark now, right by me. So me being me, I had first access to the chick. So I mean, but her breast was extremely big, and she just had this little frame. My God, I ain't never seen a titty that big, right? So everybody making bets. Okay, when we get into high school, how we gonna knock her down? How we gonna hit her? Who gonna hit her first? Dark chocolate skin, chick was everything, but she didn't look good in the face, and her mama and them didn't keep up with her hair, so she was kind of like a throwaway wayward chick. Otherwise, body was banging, breast was out there. She just didn't have good parents. So real nigga shit, we plotted on knocking her down. Judge me. So as the chick grew up, bus, middle school, chick started screwing. So she ended up screwing Reggie. So Reggie hit her first. Now everybody knew Reggie. Reggie was an older dude, typically older dudes got the younger chick. He was like 19 years old. She had to be like 15, 16. You know, the way she was way developed and way out of a league for us. So Reggie ended up knocking her down. Everybody knew Reggie would run around that bitch with a missile in his pants, right? So Reggie ended up getting the chick pregnant. Now when Reggie got the chick pregnant, so now her breast done got bigger. Reggie ended up doing some dumb shit, robbing somebody at Magic Fry, ended up going to prison. Now he done left the chick home with the baby. Now titties big. That's why this story is called Mother's Milk. I'm finna help you. I'm finna teach you some real magic shit here. So I titled this bitch Mother's Milk. So as her titties getting engorged and she pregnant with the little baby, and she had a small frame again, so the baby was a little small baby, but she made healthy babies. She carried the baby in her breast, how they say in the country. So she started breastfeeding the baby when the baby got out. When the baby came out, she was breastfeeding the baby. So a couple months passed, she done healed, she fucking again, neighborhood dude. So now we all sitting up there saying, okay, now who gonna hit her? Reggie done hit her, Reggie gone. He in prison for life, whatever. She got there, titty still big, bitch still looking good. Now she discovering herself, she fixing her hair up. She know how to get money. She working at Taco Bell that was up there on West Colonial, right next to the Magic Mall when it was a Taco Bell right there. So she would come home late. Keep in mind, she had to pass by my door when she got off the city bus to get to her crib right next to Mr. Denmark house. So I used to like sit out there and plot and wait on the motherfucker to pass by. So every time she passed by, I walk out there on the front porch of the project. I'm yakking with her. So I take about a 20-yard stroll to get the apartment, shoot my shot at her, getting it down, I say I played a long game, so I knew I was gonna hit her eventually. So fast forward, I wasn't in a rush because I was dating Rara at the time. So, they long shit go around, we all grown. Still got the same shape, titty still huge as fuck. Still feeding this baby off the titty now. She still feeding this baby. This is 2, 3 years old now. This baby like 3, 4 years old now. She still tit feeding the baby. Everybody like, you need to get that baby off that tit, put that baby on some solid food. 3, 4 years, she still tit feeding the baby. Put that baby on some solid food and shit like that. That baby too old to be sucking on your titty. I'm gonna stop it right now because I gotta tell y'all the players of the game. Because y'all gonna say like, what the fuck just happened? Nah, throughout the whole time, we never seen her mama. We never seen her grandmama. We never seen her sisters. It was like we only seen her living in that house right there. And we never questioned it because when she came out, she had such a dominating presence that we didn't give a fuck. We see the big titty walking. What's up, girl? All the ladies now, girl, you got them titties. And, she was proud. That was her thing. So I start questioning. So I'm walking her home, and she never let me walk up to the doorstep with her. She just be like, "Okay, tight. You can just turn around right here. Thank you, baby. You so sweet. Give me a kiss on the cheek. Cool, got it. I'm gonna get this bitch one day, y'all. This is what I'm saying." So I got nosy. So I leave out my back door after I drop her off, and I go around the backyard to the back, down the back little strip along the fence line where the woods and shit was at. So I'm standing out there and I'm looking at the house. She turned on the kitchen light. Now I'm seeing bodies move around in the house. I'm seeing all kind of bodies move around in the house. Now I counted four bodies plus hers, so that make 5. She having a whole fucking conversation with these women. She having a whole conversation with these women, man. And these all females, no men in the house other than her little baby, to which these women were watching. So as you can see the shadow through the screen, because they had the curtains up by the kitchen window in the project, you can still see in there. So now I'm watching. So now all the women in the house got big ass jugs on them. So all of a sudden I see her walk up there, and she lifts up the shirt of the taller woman, and she starts sucking on the lady titty. Listen to what I'm saying, man. This girl was 20, 22, 23, still feeding off of her grandmama or her mama titty. All the women in the family had big tits, man. So she's still sucking on the tit as an adult. Her baby, 4, 5 years old, sucking on the tit. So this is how everybody in this family was sucking on each other's tits. Like they was gaining nutrition from this shit. Cool. It's weird. I know some shit. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to grandmama. Grandmama, guess what the fuck I seen? I say, you know, Lene, that girl was over there sucking on her mama titty. That girl my age. She like 19, 20 years old. I said, can you do that in real life? You know, I'm bugging. Grandma say, what? I say, they suck on each other titties. She say, like some sexual shit? I say, no, because they weren't laying down or bumping uglies. They was like in the kitchen, and she was like sucking, like the lady pulled up her shirt. She say, how you saw this tight? I say, the silhouette. She say, you just saw something. I say, well, then she slowed herself down to that lady tit height, and the shirt went up, and they did that for like 20 minutes, Grandma. I say, nah, either she got some mean titty sucking fucking shit going on, or that lady feeding that girl as a grown up. And Grandma said, well, I don't believe it. Bitch, you got to show me. So when she say, bitch, you got to show me, I say, okay, Grandma, come to the house. I'm going to walk her home. Hide on the back porch. After we do this, I say, she do this every night. I say, I'm going to go in the front, come out the back, and we going to creep along the fence line. I say, it get real dark. You know, the lights from the porch can't get there, so it's like a shadow you can see. She said, okay, baby, we going to do this shit. We going to do this shit right here. So me and Grandma creep out the back door of my mama project apartment. We along the fence line. Grandma was in that bitch low key. She had a backer, had a spit cup. So we sat there and we went on the fence line. And just like I said, she got in from work. The lady lifted up her shirt, and the girl started sucking her titty. So me and Grandma looking. And I'm looking at Grandma, she looking at me. She say, what kind of disgusting shit this is? Ugh. I say, okay, Grandma, let's go back. I say, they gonna see her. Man, Grandma stayed there and watched the show for at least 5, 10 minutes. Bitch, I don't know what Grandma turned on. I don't know what I turned on. Bitch, I'm thinking like, now I want to suck these old hoes titty. Because, bitch, everybody's sucking them. It's okay. I'm in my little young man zone, 1920. Bitch, it's titties all around. I'm like, ah! So Grandma said, come on. Go to the house, go to the house. So me and Grandma go in the house. I say, Grandma, ain't that some crazy shit? She said, well, you know, I heard in some tribes they still suck on the woman titty until the baby like grown or the man married. Some Indian tribe back in the day. I say, where the fuck they do that at? I say, I'm not sucking on my mama titty. She say, stop being nasty, boy. So I said, Grandma, this crazy. She said, I can't take this. I'm stressed. And she like, I got to take my wig off. So Grandma took her wig off and laid it down on the couch, and she went home. Cool. So I'm laying in the bed thinking, okay, I should tell this girl I know she's sucking on her mama titty. Maybe I ain't going to have a shot at getting the pussy. I don't know what it is. So again, she get off at Taco Bell. I walk her home. You know, I'm planning on knocking her down. So I get up there and I say, well, she say, okay, you can let me go here. I say, I say, let me walk you to the door. I say, a gentleman. I say, I'm a gentleman. You know, let me do what my grandma taught me. I'm just saying anything because I'm trying to get close to the house. Because when you walk up the breezeway, it's all dark in that bitch. Because if you don't turn on the porch light, you have a banister here, and you go up there on the porch next to the door. It's blocked in, so you can slide in real quick and shit. You get your pings. It's a nasty situation. This story is not gonna be for the children. It is what it is, people. Log off if you can't stand the motherfucking fuck gang that the Baron had back in the day. I mean, Tyke had back in the day. So I say, I'm gonna get this bitch. She's doing it. I'm hit. So, I coasted to let me get close to the door. We in the shadow. So instantly I just grabbed the little breast and she like, don't do that. They sensitive. So, I lift up the, bitch shirt. I said, you gonna let me do it? Bra was huge, my nigga. It is what it is. So she like, go ahead. Boom. Mouth clamped like a goddamn sucker fit. So I'm tasting this shit coming out my mouth. Coming in my mouth. And it's like, when I started tasting it, I start getting electrical shocks in my brain. And it was like, what the fuck am I seeing? Why am I seeing all these visions? I saw a vision of some man detailing a chair, like a car, like detailing cars. What's the other vision? Yeah, I saw him detailing cars. Then I seen somebody cleaning the carpet. Then I saw somebody like scrubbing down a wall, like remodeling houses. And all this shit happened like in 2-3 minutes, because I wasn't trying to screw the bitch, make love to her. Nothing. It was just, I wanted to suck on her titty because this is what me and grandma been watching for the past couple days. So she like, that's enough, go on, go on, go on. And we laughed, kiki, ha ha ha, I'm running out that bitch. So I called grandma the next day. I say, grandma, I say, something happened. She say, what happened? I say, well, I walked Lene home and I sucked on her titties. And grandma like, you did what? I say, yeah, grandma. I sucked on her titty. I say, and grandma slapped me like twice. Don't be sucking everybody DNA. These bitches nasty. She going on the ramp. I could catch herpes in the mouth. I can catch all kind of impetigo. Everything with grandma was impetigo, by the way. I say, okay. So I say, grandma, I saw vision. So she kept saying, what vision did you see? So I laid down and I told grandma the vision. And she said, you saw what? I said, yeah. So grandmama offered to take the chick to work the next day. Get this shit, people. Grandma say, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna take her to work. She catch the bus, it's hot. I'm gonna take her to work and I'll see, can you like date her or something? Grandma bait me up. Cool. People. When I told grandma the vision, grandmama took her to work and grandma started coasting information out of her. Now nobody knew why Reggie went to jail or prison. The only thing we know, he robbed somebody at Magic Fry, got arrested, sent to prison for life. So the vision I saw was Reggie cleaning out the car after he robbed the man and killed the man in the car. It get creepier than that, people. I'm telling you some shit. So it's gonna be a method to what I'm telling you. Soon y'all gonna understand. So after I said that, the girl say Reggie went to prison for killing the man, tried to detail and clean the car up, tried to patch up the house where he killed the man at, but they still found him, went to prison. So grandma like, so every time you suck on her titty, you may be able to see visions. I say, possibly. And she say, well, go suck on him again. You telling me I can, grandma? She like, yeah, go suck him again. Tell me what you see. Long story short, never screwed the chick. I'm just sucking on her titties 3 minutes at a time in between that little breezeway in Ivory Lane apartments just to get visions to go tell grandma what I'm seeing. So I'm like, grandmama, this time I saw somebody going fishing and somebody almost drowned and this right here. So grandma said, okay, let me go talk to her. Now grandma riding in the car, giving her a ride to work on the house. So she talking to grandma. Next thing you know, the way she lost her daddy was through some kind of tragic accident. He drowned going fishing. Notice what I'm telling you. These are a lot of men around these women dying, and the female body is retaining that energy, that memory, that thought through their breast milk. I bet y'all didn't know y'all can do that, women, did you? You didn't know. So when you're breastfeeding your children, this is a rule of thumb. Now, this story is not over. I'm telling you this shit. So every time I was sucking on her titty, I would tell grandma exactly what went on and what I saw. Grandma would coach that shit out of her, like lead the conversation. So everybody in the house, the men of the house they had died, and the women retained the information in their memory glands of the titty. So this get passed on to the offspring, to the kids. Well, now this girl had a son. Lene had a son. Now Lene is letting this baby suck on her titties. Lene is sucking on her mama titty, Maybe, I didn't see this part, maybe her mother is sucking on the grandmother's titty. So maybe this is how this family is passing on information about the fathers who passed away and everything like that. So grandma come to me and she say, well, this is what I don't want you to do. Don't get in no relationship with this bitch because I smell death all over them. I smell death all over them. Only thing they're going to do is take your seed and then they're going to have your memory live on inside their body, they milk. And that's going to be passed down like that. So I say, okay, cool. Now I'm finna stop it right there. As much as I thought grandma was out of her motherfucking mind, much as I thought grandma was crazy, my grandma did not disappoint me. The boy grew up. Now, keep in mind, I did this for a little bit, then I stopped, because shit, now I'm just an information man. I ain't even getting no enjoyment out the bitch. I'm just sucking on the bitch titty just to let grandmama get information. And the shit just wasn't right for me. So I stopped, let that go. Now her son is growing up to be 6, 7, 8 years old. It's about 3 years I'm past. I ain't touching. Keep in mind, still living in the same project up the road. I'm thinking I'm gonna knock her down one day, right? So, still going up to her. We still cool. Grandma drop off here and there sparingly. So the son 8 years old, 8, 9 years old. So the son come to me and he like, hey, tight, can we play ball in the yard? So I'm like, yeah, I ain't got shit to do. I'm tossing a little plastic football, a little smaller bitch you get from Family Dollar. I'm tossing a little plastic football here and there with him. He catching it. We talking. He get to telling me visions that he's been having of his daddy's life, his granddaddy's life, his great granddaddy's life. He say, what I can't understand, tight, is the simple fact that I keep seeing my great granddaddy, 4 generations great. And he say, I keep seeing them, but every time I see them, they either dying or they either leaving, like going, jumping off a mountain, going parachuting and crashing, getting in a plane and not coming back. He kept seeing these visions. So naturally, I called grandma. I said, Grandma, well, the little boy, he's coherent as fuck. He's talking now. I say, but he keeps telling me these visions that he's seeing about his elderly men, the men in his family, dying, and they coming back, in the visions from sucking on the girls, on the mama's titty and all that shit. Just like what happened to me. And grandma say what? So now grandma done told me to get the boy. So I got the boy and coaxed him into the house with some chocolates and sweet. And we feeding the little boy all kind of junk food and shit. And we listen to everything the little boy saying. What vision did you have about this man? What vision did you have about that man? We had the little boy there for like 2, 3 hours. Down there kidnapped the kid. And we getting all this information. So keep in mind, we never saw a man in the house with these busty ass women. But it was a house full of females with huge jugs. Reggie was the only one in the neighborhood that knocked her off that we knew. Whether somebody was creeping in late night, whether she was going to another dude's house late night, I don't know. We never seen it. We only knew Reggie did it. Reggie got in trouble, went to prison. So all day husbands and baby daddies ended with some form of tragedy, right? Now the little boy is sucking on their titties and he's keeping all this knowledge inside. So now I said, well, this bitch off the table. I can't screw her. It ain't happening, bitch, because one thing, I deal with too many mystical shits and you ain't finna kill me. And ladies, I'm sorry. This is why I don't suck titties to this day. I just don't. I get you worked up to the point, but it's very hard for me to keep that steady shit going. Pinch them or some shit, but sucking it just don't register here because this is what I've been through. So the kid done grew up. Kid's 15, 16. The kid exploring his sexuality. So now the kid got the little neighborhood chicks. I'm a grown ass man now. I'm like, mama still working at Taco Bell. She doing it up. Now she getting older, but she still kept her shape with the big titties. Never gained no weight. Still had the same fly ass body. So me and grandma looking at the boy, we watching the boy grow up because we like, okay, how is his life gonna meet with tragedy? So I say, well, grandma, his life can't meet with tragedy because he ain't dating. That's his mama. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, well, he gonna date some girl, and then some girl gonna meet with tragedy. So we and grandma had placed the bet, pinky square bet on, like, what if the girl that he date, like, end up sucking on his pecker and end up swallowing his semen? That we had some shit in our head, right? It is what it is. We investigated Batman and Robin, grandma style. So, you know, they getting up there. So he ended up taking a chick. They end up fucking doing all that shit. Just like grandma predicted, the chick ended up getting caught up in a car crash. She got crashed up right there on Ivory Lane Road and Edgemore Street. Semi truck came and took her ass completely the fuck out. Boom. Knocked that bitch at least 100 yards away from where that bitch hit her. She dead. Now, with this family, tragedy is around this family all day long. The boy go home, 15, 16 years old, he's still sucking his mama titty. This is the rules of the game, sucking his mama titty. So grandma got upset and grandma was like, okay, bitch, y'all black harbingers of death, y'all killing niggas in the community, y'all getting rid of the good men. Grandma felt like she needed to put a stop to this shit. So when grandma go in there, these women was literally pumping the breast milk and putting it inside these little bottles with bags, screwing it on. And they was not selling the milk, but they was giving the milk to other women in the community that could not like make babies. I mean, that could make babies. After magical work was done to these women, but they couldn't produce breast milk. So I'm finna stop it right there and I'm finna give you guys some of these good old fashioned rituals. And I want you guys to understand, those of you who go out there and use magic to get pregnant or magic to have a man's seed, grandma explained this to me and I'm explaining it to you. It is what it is. Take it, believe it, whatever. So when you do magic work to call upon an entity to get you pregnant and everything, 90% of the time the woman will not breastfeed that baby. She will not lactate. She will not do any of that shit because the pregnancy wasn't natural. This has to do with your diet, all that shit there. So now there has to be another spiritual witch woman to which she will provide the milk for you, and she will give you her breast milk for the time being until the baby is healthy enough to get off the breast milk, which is about 2 years to 3 years. This is how she get paid. This is why a true fertility ritual comes with all of this shit here in the South. If you're doing Southern folk magic, and you're gonna pay at least $50,000 because that woman gotta keep pumping that shit, and she's a spiritual witch woman, and she gotta do it. So that's how it went. So the spiritual man would do the ceremony to get the girls pregnant in the hood so they could get babies from their baby daddies or whatever husbands, women husbands. If you think I'm bullshitting, look it up. That's all I'm gonna say. This shit make news. So this witch woman who did the ritual to get them pregnant, they would literally take that baby energy onto themselves and they would begin lactating, and they would be putting all the milk inside these bottles. And every day you need to come and get 4 to 5 bottles of this breast milk from this woman to feed that baby that was born of a spiritual sense. Did I teach you something? Oh, you stumbled into something, Pamela. So now, no, turn that off. Sorry about that, y'all. So now, grandma explained that the ladies, they was pumping their titty milk into this thing right here, and they was giving it to the women in the community, and this is to help that spiritual baby grow. Now, all of these kids in the community that was born around by this time, they was all around by the same age. They was healthy, good-looking babies. They all had special abilities. I swear to God, it was like an X-Men movie. They all had all this shit. They played together. They instantly knew who each other was. Me and Grandma knew who went to the spiritual man to get this shit because Grandma had to sometime go and help them do spiritual work or bring certain items, potions, or stand there and oversee it. But the women would never lactate. The women would never, oh, I can't produce breast milk. I can't produce this. You never heard of Mother Mary from the Bible breastfeeding Jesus. He still had to suck milk from a lamb. I'm just telling you. You never see him sucking on a tit, do you? They never say she breastfed him. It was a spiritual nature, people. So that breast milk came from animals, cows, etc., or the women who did the job. Just pay attention. This shit is real. So now, the boy, baby mama done got run over, killed, smashed up, boom. Well, he didn't have a baby bomb. So now the boy sucking on the titty. Now he's retaining all of that energy and shit from the death. the mother, the grandmother, the everybody who's sucking on the titty, they getting this information and they getting stronger. As they get stronger, they're thundering back to their ancestors, and their ancestors are keeping certain energies alive. So now I done told y'all a backstory. Now let me get into the creepy part of this motherfucker. So grandmama went to investigating his family. And when she went investigating his family, she went and talked to him, and all of them came out the house because when the girl got hit, we finally got to see all of them. That's how we knew all these motherfuckers had gazagos on them. So grandma was like, now keep in mind, there were 4 women in the house. It was Lene, her mama, Lene's mother, and an older woman, all vibrant, healthy, living it up. So then grandma was like, that's all y'all in the house, woman. They say we have a mama in a nursing home at Westminster Towers down there on Orange Avenue. So grandma got their name, and grandma went there to the nursing home at Westminster Tower to check this woman out. Because grandmama, she could get in places. Everybody knew her. So it was this guy named Pink. Pink. They called him the Pink Panther. He was a gay man. They called him the Pink Panther, and he knew grandmother. And he would just let grandma go up to the old folks' home and just hang out and shit. They were just cool like that. I think his name was Walter, but he had called himself the Pink Panther. He dated a guy named Tony. So yeah, so the Pink Panther. That's what I know him by. Was the manager of the nursing home Westminster Towers off Orange Avenue. So that's where their great, I think 4 times great grandmothers was at. 3 times great to 4 times great. So grandmama went up there and got the name to let her go to the room. So when she go to the room, she see the lady busty as fuck, same busty lady, little frame. This lady was 90 years old to be at least, and she had a great body on her at 90. So these people was built the same carbon copy body style. So grandma go in there and grandma get to talking to her. So grandma thinking this bitch cannot be coherent. She's that old. And she was like, hey, how you doing? And she looked and grandma say, oh, I just came down here to see you. I'm walking through. I do volunteer work. Grandma coming up with all kind of shit. I think the lady knew grandma was bullshit. And she say, you coming to see who I am? You must have met my daughters and them, huh? And grandma say, yeah, I met them bitches. The lady say, yeah, they bitches, ain't them? Grandma say, what going on with them hoes? What magic y'all doing? And grandma like question her. She say, the magic we doing is eternal life magic. She say, I would have been dead. And she say, what you mean you would have been dead? She say, I'm 93 years old. I would have been dead. She say, I've been in this nursing home for 25 years. And every day they bring me breast milk. I say, what the fuck? And grandma like, yeah, they bringing their breast milk to the bitch. They keep their milk going and they feeding it to this 93-year-old lady. And she just sitting out there drinking that shit like hot cake juice. And grandma just like, and the lady explained to grandma that these women had a function to do. The breast milk needed to stay running, and they needed to feed it to the senior citizen to keep the senior citizen on the road healthy and shit. It didn't matter who the breast milk came from, as long as one of those women in that processional line could feed the breast milk. Now you would say, how did they keep the titty milk going if these lady 20, 30 years ain't nobody had no baby? It's because the people kept sucking on them, want a lot of milk glands to dry out and die down. The boy was the last one, and he was by design by Reggie. They got Reggie because he was just a big, dumb, dick, stupid nigga, and they got him to get her pregnant, and then tragedy killed. So grandma asked, so why is all these men in your family dying after they have relations? Because my grandson is sitting up there about to fuck your granddaughter. And the lady said, tell him don't do that. And grandma say, tell me why, bitch. Grandma cursing her out. Grandma don't cut no punches. Well, we need the energy of the male to produce the baby. And after he give us his seed, his energy, whatever, we don't need him no more. And if he stay around, our body will acclimate to his energy. And then it won't be an all feministic energy anymore. It'll be like we have to share our life force with him and things. It got some kind of freaky shit what she said. So she say 90% of the time our family curse is he gonna meet with tragedy. And And grandma like, well, good thing my grandson didn't fuck that bitch, but he sucked on the titty and he saw everything y'all bitches been doing y'all whole life, how all the men died. Oh, he had some of the breast milk? And she said, yeah, he did. Is it gonna kill him? Is he cursed now? Say no. It's gonna extend his life until he's 96 years old, like me. I go at 96. I'm only 93. I got 3 more years. And grandma said, what? So people, they say I'm gonna live to be 96. We'll see. Now, grandmama had got all this. So while grandma was there, the daughter of the lady, which was about 60 something, because I'm seeing how the lady walked. Keep in mind, they wasn't all humped over, crucked over, bent and shit. These people was in good health. So she come up there with the little frozen cooler box, and she see grandma, and they like, I got you. What you doing up here? Say, oh, I volunteer in here. I just came to talk to your mama. And the lady didn't let on that she told grandma the family secret. So she pulls out the little bottle, and the old lady sucking on the bottle and shit, and they having a whole conversation. Like, well, Gunju, we'll talk to you later. Let's visit with grandma, with my mama or grandma, whatever. Close the door. Grandma beelines, and we discussing this shit, talkingly. Now, people, have you ever heard of some shit like that? That if you feed breast milk to the old people in your life, that they stay living? Now, all of you women out there having babies, all of y'all got these sick ass grandparents. All of y'all got these sick mamas and daddies. And y'all ain't giving them the natural life giving energy that comes from your tit to sustain their life. That shit fights off cancer. That lady was 93 years old and she said, I'll live to be 96 if they keep doing this. How many of you guys knew that shit? That is a guaranteed practice here in the South. Well, a lost practice here in the South. Grandma knew about this magic. I know about this magic. I don't have them things. Don't have no desire to have them. But I ain't heard nothing about it no more. Now that's some real true shit. Now I don't know if that was scary, spooky, fucked up, or weird. But every time I sucked on that woman's breast and I tasted her breast milk, I saw visions of death, destruction, and what happened to the men in the family. The little boy, as he sucked on it, he was getting visions and hallucinations from what was going on in the men's lives. The lady confirmed that they have to kill these men. These men have to meet with tragedy in order for the spell or whatever the word. And this was on Ivory Lane Road in Orlando, Florida. Now imagine what they do in deep Alabama, deep Mississippi, them Appalachian Mountains, them hills. You wonder why a bitch living to be 109 years old and still got their faculty. You don't know what they putting inside they drink, they water, they food. But yet we go to the doctor and get medicine. They say that when a woman is pregnant, the first thing she releases some TCB8 shit, that stuff that's supposed to give the nutrients and everything to the baby cow or to the child first time you have a baby, ate something or another, and that's supposed to sustain the baby life, give the baby all the memories of the following parents and the lineage, the ancestor energy. And here we go wasting that shit when we could be giving it to the seniors. I don't think it's meant for a young healthy man like me or something, but I think if your grandbaby, great grandbaby have a baby, that I think that breast milk is supposed to go to the grandmother or the great grandmother who's like old, to sustain them, to keep them alive. This is what I think, because this shit really happened in my community. So I don't know how it's going. I don't know what y'all saying about it. Now I'm finna look at this. It was quick. I'm taking questions. Again, it wasn't done in my true usual fashion. I normally be in my own zone, but I'm still focusing on you guys. So tell me something. I'm looking at the comments right now. What's going on with this? Uh, Pamela says it's colostrum. I don't know what that means. Colostrum. I don't know what that means. But you saying the stuff that the woman titty produced. Okay. I I at the hospital giving it to the cancer patients. I don't know why they're not giving it to the cancer patient. Maybe it has to be a family thing. Copper Moon say, yeah, he was. TT, what you say? First milk. Yeah, that stuff. Colostrum is the nutrients. Oh, okay. So, okay, y'all teaching me something. I don't know. But think about that shit, people. Did grandmama put us on some game? All the people who want to be doulas, all the home births, all the grannies. Did grandma put us on some game? Did I teach y'all some shit that's going on here in the South that nobody do, a closed family secret? Because grown people don't drink the milk of babies, like don't drink mother's milk. But this family sustained the perfect shape, perfect health, strong babies. Grandma lived to be 93, said she was gonna die at 96 from drinking her grandbabies and her daughters and them breast milk when they had a baby. They've been keeping that lady alive, man. Do you think there are black widows? Of course they black widows. You heard what she said. This is how it worked. In order for the spell, the curse, whatever, to be going on, the men have to meet with some kind of fatality or have to be taken off the board where the energy can't be shared. Simone Cherise, is there such thing as placenta magic? Yeah, I covered a story with placenta magic. Go back and watch some of the videos. The Bread of Life, that was one had placenta magic in it. OC, what you say? For the sake of science, I'ma air out my business. Remember during my consultation, you said that spirit said to drink breast milk. Holy shit, I said that, OC? To access Jedi-like powers and telekinesis. Damn, OC, thank you for reminding me. That don't be me talking, that be spirit on the Baron channel. But thank you. See, I know some, man. This is crazy. Celestial Earth Goddess, you from the South. You good in Southern. What you got to say? There was also this man that cured his impotence with his wife. Whoa. The man dick got hard just by drinking his wife breast milk. Maybe I need to suck on a goddamn titty. I don't know. Just that story freaked me out. Oceanic Blue Flame. Why every time you say the spooky shit, you say now this is the spooky part? Cause it be freaking me out, man. Marquetta Jones, what's up? Black Karma, what it is? They don't call it liquid gold for nothing. So what you saying is I should drink breast milk. Royal Blue, don't put me in this bitch. I am not a medical professional. Listen, only thing I'm telling you what happened. I'm just telling you what happened. When y'all decide what to do, that 96-year-old lady, 93-year-old lady was living after drinking her granddaughter's and her daughter's breast milk in the nursing home. They were still in good shape, people. This is how this family was sustaining. Did you look up the folklore on the witch and the forest? I'll damn sure look it up if you want me to. I got my laptop right here. King of R&B, location is a popular fetish. Lactation is a popular fetish for a lot of men, so it's common. Jesus. My thing is, why the hell didn't they use a breast pump? Because they were using the breast pump to put the milk in to take it to the old lady and to give it to the girls that they had did magical spell work in the community to get pregnant. Keep in mind, if you get a spiritual baby, a spiritual man do work on you and you get pregnant by him doing spiritual work, you're not going to lactate, sweetie. That milk, you're going to be feeling Similac and shit. That's why you have to sit up there and get breast milk and buy the breast milk. So why do you think the white women sell their breast milk online? You think they doing that shit because they need money when everybody produce the shit if you got a baby? Even if you ain't got no big ass jugs, you got the little titties, you know, your bitch still got a duck there. They sell it because it's magical. Them witches online selling titty milk to people, man. I ain't got time. Y'all playing with me. Y'all playing with me. I'm telling you. That's why when babies have diaper rash and hives and stuff, the mother puts breast milk on it. The breast milk good for a lot of ailments. Holy shit. Y'all just teaching me something. My mama took me off the titty when I was 2. She said once I got to rubbing on her titty, she knew that was it. She said she knew I was gonna be a motherfucking beast. She like, he don't want that titty, he just rubbing on you. So she took me off the bitch. I was on infamil scent. Don't deal out. Don't deal out is normal. Yup, it's the whole community. Damn, people who suck on lactating women titties. I'm not saying it ain't a good thing. It's just because of this story and because I remember that it's hard for me to taste the milk and shit and rationalize that it's good. So it's sexy. Man, leave that shit for the baby. I put it on my kids' diaper rash. You too, Joya? She say 6-month max. That's it. Jesus, y'all been knew this story. I shouldn't even told this bitch. I ain't got another one in me till next week. So y'all knew about this type of stuff. This was brand new to me. When I had my child, I had a lot of milk come out of my breast. I can produce up to a gallon. Jesus Christ, Miss Jones. Go ahead, sister. Good for pink eye. Chakashaw. Chakashaw, 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 chakashaw. I'm never going to stop saying that. It's under Irish and Scottish folklore and that dream you had that one time. Okay. Okay. So the Scottish people sitting up there got this stuff on lock. Okay. And we used the baby urine for pink eye. Yeah. Now I remember using the baby urine for pink eye. There was a TV show called My Strange Addiction that used to come on the TLC, and there was a man on there that was addicted to his wife's breast milk. He said it keeps him healthy and gives. Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't forced to drink that lady breast milk. I done it because I was trying to get me some scooch from a little fine self. But after I saw her having them visions, grandma like pushed me to it. And after I saw grandma working me, give me all that lady biochemical memory stored up like a goddamn insect. I didn't want to see all them people dying and shit, man. And that's why it's hard for me to do them past life readings, to which I will open up in August. But yeah, I swallowed it. Hell, what else I'm gonna do with it? Can't spit it out in front of her. She'll think it was gross and I wouldn't have got none. But still ain't screw her. But grandma was pimping you out. Don't start. I was waiting to see that comment. That's why I didn't want to tell this fucking story, man. Grandma didn't pimp me out. It was for educational purposes, okay? It was educational goddamn purposes. She wanted to make sure. So are you gonna just skip over Royal saying a female preacher was out here letting the congregate? What y'all, what internet y'all be on? So a lady preacher was letting people suck on her breast in church? A Christian preacher? I dodged a bullet not sleeping with that girl. That girl could have killed me. But the grandma said I was gonna live to be 96 because I drank some of their family breast milk. So we gonna see. Wayne, what's up? Coco Bunny, Nikki Wayne. So who this lady is? Can I Google the motherfucker and see the people sucking a titty? I like to watch it. Don't get it twisted. I just ain't got it in me to do it like that. Yes, I saw it on TikTok, and I don't know if she was Christian, but I can send me that motherfucker for educational purposes. Not pimping you out like grandma pimped me out. I think grandma did pimp me out to get the spiritual information, y'all. Grandma pimped me out. That was one time grandma pimped me out, y'all. Simply the best, what it is. Your own grandma pimping you out. The obsession with immortality is wild. Cara L, you are correct. That shit is crazy. It's all science. OC crazy. But people, I mean, have you guys ever heard of that? Some of my doulas out here. Have you ever heard that the old heads are supposed to drink the breast milk of the new mothers, the younger generations? Have y'all ever heard that? Is this y'all today's years old? How they say on TV? Are you today's years old when you found out that's how breast milk is supposed to formulate? It's supposed to go to the baby that's born in the family and the oldest person that's getting ready to die in the family to heal them and sustain them. And I got a magical spell that I'll teach y'all later that I do it. I think I already taught it. Yeah, I taught it. Oh, on my Patreon, yeah, I taught it. I taught y'all the breast milk spell, right? Yeah, I'm looking at it on the board. Yeah. Yeah, I taught y'all the breast milk spell. Somebody donated me some breast milk. Thank you. It's in the freezer. We gonna get rich. Oh yeah, with the rose. There you go. I have to see. That might have been before I joined. Pamela Coleman, what's up? Be safe, everyone, and enjoy your day. Have a good one, sister. No, but I can understand it working. May work like stem cells. Ah, original stem cells. The lady pastor said her milk is holy. I see about that. Put it on my arm, bitch. Let's see if I'm gonna grow somehow. I'm a petty old bastard. But the son came to put it to an end. To an end. Only women were born into the family until him. Maybe no, because I think the tragedy stayed because after he got sexually active with the girl, she got run over at the corner of old Ivory Lane Road and Edgemore Street, right there by the sign. So she ended with tragedy. So I think it still carried on. And I think Mel, maybe he can have get a girl pregnant. She'll have a little girl, and then the girl died. It's just the family just was cursed, and the men died and they lived forever. And you could think about this, and I'm just gonna get real political a little bit, but you think about the whole scenario that's going on with the black men and the black women in the community today, how women are saying how they don't need men and how men are saying they don't need women. I am a firm believer some shit like this had to have seeped in somebody's mind over the time to make men and women hate each other, so to feel like they don't have no need for each other. So because if I can live forever just by sucking on another woman's titty and getting her breast milk, or hell, my mama live forever, what the fuck do I really need a man for other to share my energy and take half of my power, just like that old lady said, and vice versa. If I can sustain myself just by screwing and making babies and sucking on my baby mama titties, and I'm getting healthy downloads and all this shit spiritually, like some spiritual coach, which I'm not gonna say no name because I don't want no smoke. Uh, why do we need relationships? I mean, just think about it. This can be a big part of it because somebody has taught them, ingrained in us, an alternative motive of sustaining ourselves, where we don't need a duality anymore. We just need a singularity, and as long as we supplement this and supplement that, we're okay. I'm just thinking out loud, people. Sounds like the Kardashians. Oh, you hitting it hard. Because every man they get with, they fuck up. Every man they get with, just right. You right. Every man them Kardashians get with, they go drug bruising, they killing themselves, they hiding in the bush with a goddamn bush suit on, they lives going to shit. Every last single one of them. You are absolutely correct. They go to shit. Damn, the Kardashian is a new reincarnation of them bitches from the hood. Jim Jones don't drink the Kool-Aid. Us women was the original. And men still stupid enough to Lord have mercy. And men still stupid enough to be with them. You absolutely correct. Kimmy K, my question, if the grandmama was in such good shape, I wonder why they had her in a nursing home. I think I would say the when I say the grandma was in good shape, I'm talking about the body, not mobility wise, not brain wise. I'm talking about the body had the grandma had the same body style as all the women in the house. All the women were slim women, little butt on them with just big butts. The grandma had the same shape. So when I say good shape, grandma didn't look like no 90-year-old person. Grandma was had a figure to her. So that's when I say good shape. But maybe the bone structure, the cancer, whatever had her in there, had her weak. But they was giving her the breast milk, and she told us she gonna live another 3 years till she was 96. She said she was 93. So yeah, Ray J said Kim mom set up the whole thing. Sex tape. I remember that shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Watch that boy screw that woman and then made her daughter famous. It's the same story. See that let me know this shit ain't new. Y'all been seeing this shit going on. Ain't nobody just put it into context. Parents been making their daughters go out there and do this shit on a spiritual level. And Kim Kardashian them get richer and richer every black man they get, and they only doing it with the brothers. So they taking their seed, their essence, their spirit, their knowledge, and they getting rich off. And the black man end up stupid or something, doing infomercials for dick hard pills. How the fuck you fall so low? You doing an infomercial for a dick hard pill, basketball star? Fucking lunatic. Let that bitch kill you, man. Now I gotta have a baby so I can give my mom breast milk. Ooh, did the Baron just increase the population on the planet by 1.2%? Have babies to keep embalming them around. Give them the breast milk. They ain't gotta know you mixing it in their goddamn coffee. They ain't gotta know. They ain't gotta know. They gonna think it's almond milk. Here's your almond milk latte. Yeah, we gonna keep you around. Magic been going on forever. Just because these religious zealots be talking against it, don't mean it ain't. Yeah, it's still going on. I wonder what's gonna happen to Pete Davis now that him and Kim broke up. Oh, he gonna. I think he gonna fuck Ice Spice. He gonna end up fucking Ice Spice, and after he fuck Ice Spice, he gonna have an accident. I'm just saying what I seen in the vision. I don't read celebrity. I just saw it. And when I said he gonna end up fucking a little mulatto, light-skinned girl with red hair, Orphan Annie, and then I seen him having an accident, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not doing celebrity reading, so don't take this there. I won't do it. But I think Pete Davis is going to get in an accident. If I'm not, he's going to be at a park, a theme park, or a bike park, or some kind of extreme sports park, to which he's going to get in an accident. And when he get in an accident, then he's going to find Jesus Christ, become religious. I said that 7/20 to 2023. Watch. He might end up with Ice Spice. As soon as him and Ice Spice break up, he's gonna get in an accident and find Jesus. I don't even know who Ice Spice is. I seen her saying a Munch song, and that's it. I can't follow her. Evidently, she beat up on Drake, or she dissed Drake, or some shit. What the kids be talking about in now? I don't know. I just know that they say he gonna be with the mulatto girl. Then they say Pete Davis dating her now. And then I had the vision that Pete Davis got in an accident after they broke up and found religion. Orphan Annie. Don't she look like it? I don't want to insult. God knows this cancer culture shit is a motherfucker. When I was growing up, the little curly haired red lady was Orphan Annie. That's what she looked like to me. Not saying she ugly. She ain't got a shape because she got her ass on her. She was sitting on the basketball rim. One of the video my daughter showed me. So she thick, she fine. But to me, she remind me of Orphan Annie. Good, bad, and different. Or Lucille Ball. Hey, maybe Lucille Ball came back and reincarnated as Ice Spice. They got the same voice pattern if you can look at it. I'm gonna get you, Lucy. Ricky Ricardo. Lucy getting banged out by a rapper bit. Mulatto is a rapper too. Jesus Christ. She was bullied online for wearing the same leopard thong. Now you see why I can't follow this celebrity gossip shit, man. I don't know anything about this shit. Who's gonna wear a leopard thong every day? I wouldn't. She just. Oh, my stomach hurt. My stomach hurt like a bitch. She got bullied for wearing the same leopard thong. She could have had 10 of them, man. Man, back to this story, man. Y'all, I done went all the way down a washing machine too. Yeah, she could have washed the bitches. I'm pretty sure they wasn't hard and she threw them on the wall and they sticked out. I'm pretty sure she was hygienic with it, man. Y'all crazy. Tiffany! Hey, everybody, but yeah, back to this story, man. That shit really happened, people. That they was keeping their parents alive with breast milk. So I'm gonna just implore all the women out there to consider this. Just consider it. If you have a daughter and she gets a baby and she start lactating, try to save some of that milk and try to slip it into your elders' food with hopes of making them better. Maybe it may just cure off shit the doctor can't cure anymore. Because as humans, we stop drinking breast milk and a lot of diseases come. But animals drink their mama milk and get healthy and shit and could fight off a tick bite. But just thinking, if my grandmama and Southern folk magic practitioners knew that breast milk helps the elderly survive and live a long life, how about we start giving that to the elders? They ain't gotta know. Slip it in their coffee, slip it in some of their medicine and some shit. Cook they bake their bread with it. I mean, try to make sure they get it. I think that's something that y'all ladies got over us men that y'all can do. Y'all can sustain life 10 times better than we can. We got discipline, we got structure. Don't get it twisted. We make sure motherfucker know the rules. But y'all women can sustain life so good. So y'all consider that. Doulas, consider it. Getting the breast milk, man. Feeding it to the people. You know, do it. Selling the white folks killing the internet selling their breast milk. I'm just saying. Duh. We bring life into the world. Yeah, that's why they be pushing formula. That's right. Now y'all getting it. That's why they pushing this synthetic formula down our kids' throat. Because and then what they get and then let's get a little bit. I know I've been keeping you here too long, but let's get into this motherfucker, right? So they give babies, infant children, baby formula, they push that shit on you. Then when you get older and your parents can't eat solid food no more, just like an infant, they want to make them drink Ensure and shit like that. Still same chemical, just thicker. So how about you hand your great grandmama some of that goddamn breast milk? See what that do to it. How about the death curse? That's only for them, for their family. I don't think that everybody who ain't devil in magic or some shit. I'm thinking that that's like a sense thing that they had to keep it like that for them to create all women. But if you got a granddaughter and she had a baby and she could save some of that breast milk and feed it to your great grandma who's ailing, who got cancer, I think it's worth the fucking try, people. I mean, death is life is death, and death is life. I mean, we should try. Way better also when babies is sick, your breast milk becomes medicine for the baby. It can also become medicine for the elderly too. Think about that shit. Now, I'm not just telling y'all some fable, some fuck bullshit. I'm telling you what I saw. This is my childhood. I'm telling you what went on. And that lady said it herself. She gonna live to be 96. And she was laid up in the bed. She ain't had no fat on her. Skin wasn't old and shit. She was healthy body wise, but she was just laid up. Why she was in the nursing home, I don't know. We didn't get that far. They should call it breast juice. Kathleen crazy. What is the embryonic fluid used for when the water breaks? That's a whole nother magical spell, man. That's a whole nother magical spell, typically for protection. I could get into that with you, but not here. What about bad energy transfer through Sirius? Curious about that part. What you got to understand, elderly people, they have a filter. Elderly people done did shit, been through shit, they got a filter. Elderly people is not worrying about your emotional spectrum. They worrying about extracting the nutrition out of something. That's why you can feed an elderly person some McDonald's and you can feed them 2 bites of a McDonald's cheeseburger and it don't kill them. They'll live very well because their body know how to extract what they need. Same thing kinetically, psychically. Body know how to extract what it needs. Certain people cook food all the time that's have a fucked up attitude and they feed it to these senior citizens in the kitchen. The body know how to extract what it needs. So if you're gonna give breast milk from a young girl who just had a baby, the body know what it needs. It's gonna take that nutrition, everything that baby going through or the girl going through with the boo things, whatever. That shit is not gonna affect them because the baby don't come up with the negative energy. The baby don't get the negative energy till it hit the second chakra energy, until the sacral chakra hit, and then that's when the selfishness start coming in. But that's a whole nother story. What's going on? What's going on? The frequency chemist. Use the breast pump, people. Take crow asses. Ain't got to be sucking on your breast. Let them suck the titty, Celestial. Let them suck it. It's for health purposes. Use a breast pump, people. Use a breast pump, please. But yeah, I'm just saying something. I'm telling you what happened. I'm telling you that story that happened in my community. I'm telling you about the family with the big hoo-has. It's worth a try. You love your elderly. They ain't gotta know you're doing it. You love your elders. Do it. Keep them around. Don't fuck off. You had an MRI? I don't know what that is. I think that's shit. I think I had an MRI on my liver one time. They put me in that. No, they made me lay down fetal position, and they rubbed that little wand on my liver to see that I have a fatty liver when I got my physical. Yeah. So it wasn't too bad. I hope you survived. Celeste say you suck on them. Leave me alone. I got quirks and hang-ups and shit. If they found out, they'd be pissed off. Don't tell them. Yes, the water when you come and the water used to wash you when you die is very important. Correct. She absolutely did, Barry. Brain scan and back scan. Okay, I was close. Yes, thank you, Miss Davis. How you been, sister? Everybody, I be trying to tell you guys some of this stuff to help out. I hope it help. I hope it serves its purpose and things like that. But I think that breast milk thing is good. I think that breast milk thing is good. Used to sell breast milk online. She was with Trey Songz. Then he started spazzing out. Kings of R&B, you be knowing this shit. I don't even know who Yasmin Lopez is. I know who Trey Songz is. He the one that be picking up the heavy girls and grinding them down on stage. That's my dude. I never leave my girl around Trey Songz motherfucking ass. Big or skinny, he got him. It's triple what it is. It was helpful. Thank you. Everybody, I appreciate you guys joining in. I'll be recording them again on a regular basis. I've just been really sick since the vacation. I couldn't even get to the Patreon. I'm trying to push through it, but that upper thing right here messed me up. I took a COVID test. It wasn't COVID or anything like that. It's just that Houston air fucked me up. That shit is toxic in Houston. So I'm feeling better. I still got a slight headache right like here, and it's just in the brain right here. So it'll go away. Give me another 24 hours. I should be 100%. But it does hurt. I know, right? I use magic on my hair. Magic grease, magic shampoo, magic eraser. I did a magical spell and got this bit long because I can't wait. We come to the world birth, not the other one. What Kathleen, my people say. I'm in Salem, Massachusetts for the weekend, catching this live. Love the Soul Tribe. You all the way over here? Hey, Massachusetts. Do the right thing. How you doing? Everybody, that's all I have to say. I hope I get you gained the news. I'm intrigued now. Appreciate uh when they hit waistline, you gonna miss them being short. I can't wait. I'm wrapping them bitches around my waist. I'm gonna be the roster man then. You got my retwist yesterday. Looking good. Oh, just got my retwist. Looking good. Uh-huh. I get one. I'm gonna let this stay for like 2 more weeks and then get a retwist. G-Bomb. Big black oily man dancing. Oh, Shuna Nani, where you been? Don't you stay away from us too damn long. But everybody, I'm finna let you guys go. I'm finna try to edit some more videos where I got the strength to be up doing it and everything like that. Mullein leaf tea. Yes, I heard about that. I should order some just to have it in stock. I'm feeling a lot better, but I order some on Amazon to make sure it's in stock next time. Hit that like button. You guys are right. But check me out, people. Just consider what I'm talking about here. If it worked for these people to keep them healthy, and them people were sucking their breast milk, each other's breast milk, and this family had great genetics in shape, I guess they substitute the tit for the whatever, and it kept their grandma alive. People, consider feeding your elderlies your breast milk, knowingly or unknowingly. Put it in their coffee, put it in their food, put it in their tea. I don't give a fuck. Just consider doing it if you're getting it from a healthy specimen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And keep them older people on the road because they got knowledge that your ass need. And some of them, maybe that breast milk will start sparking getting rid of Alzheimer's. Remember, I said this now. It's going to come up with a study. Well, now that we're feeding breast milk to the elderly, they're reversing age and Alzheimer's and bone density and all that shit there because it's gonna rewrite the body and tell the body this is a fresh source of nutrients, vitalization, brain work, do your thing. Like stem cells, like you say, then it repair the body. That's the first thing we get when we born. So take it in consideration. All right, everybody, I'm tight telling you guys sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, but it's the truth, no doubt. I thank you guys for rocking with me today on this impromptu talk. I didn't have a chance to record regular, but starting next week, well, back next Thursday, everything will be regular. The old-fashioned videos, and y'all will get it. So y'all will be able to pay attention, tune in a little bit more. But I thank you guys for rocking with me here. I can't let you down, and I'm here for you guys. All right, everybody, be good. Take care. God bless. Y'all stay safe.